Okay. Okay, so before I start, I just want to check if I'm in the right room. So who among you here, by raising your hand, just please show your agreement, right? Who among you here wants to have more sales this year and next year? Yes, of course, right? Again, also, who among you here wants to make this year and 2017 better than the past 7 years combined? Who among you here wants to do that? Right. And who among you here wants to have a system to follow so that you can do that and be successful here in your business year after year after year? Parang di nagsigawan lahat. Okay, so obviously I'm in the right room, right? So again, I'm DJ Dimaliuat. I'm the CFO of Driven Marketing Group, right? And again, I'm so honored to be here today in front of all of you, right? But before that, I would like to acknowledge everyone for being here early. So again, I know it's a Saturday, and I know some of you might go into tripping. You should be doing your own business today, or maybe some of you are tired over the past week of work, and then you still decided to be here, right? You could be doing something else today. Am I right? Right? You could be at your home just resting. You could be with your clients, but yet you decided to be here today, make a stop, and still, kumbaga, make a pit stop if you are in a race, and calibrate what you know so that you can improve more. Yes?
Yes.
So again, I would like to acknowledge everyone. I know every one of you came from different areas, so may I see the hands of people from the North Cluster, including our developers from the North Cluster. Thank you very much. Wow, marami. So for the past few months, that's been our top cluster. Palapagan natin ang North Cluster. Anyone from Pampanga? Wow, meron sa likod. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay, well, how about the East area? East area? Wow, give them a round of applause. Let's show areas, right? Who among you here are from Batangas, Alain? Wow, ang dami, perfect. Thank you, even from Lumina, right? Thank you, sir. Who among you here are from Laguna area, South Cluster? Woo! Energy! Support your cluster head. From the Lamp Cluster, Las Piñas, Alabang, Muntinlupa, Parañaque. Wow, there's still a lot of people there. Thank you. From Cavite, Cavite Central, and Cavitex. Baka kumukonti para naninibago ako. And of course, from Metro Manila, Metro High and Metro Mid, even from our developers. Wow, so if you've seen, again, I know all of you have traveled far to be here, right? Maybe hours, some of you have battled traffic, and yet you decided to be here today. And thank you, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for gracing this event, for being in this with us this morning. And again, I will do everything in my power so that I could share some of my experiences and make your time here worthwhile. Is that good? Yes. Okay, so by the end of this day, right, my topic, by the way, if you can show it to us, lad. So I'll be sharing with you a very important topic. I was just given actually just a little less than 1 hour to talk here. So I really prepared a short topic, but then again, I know you can still learn a lot from it. Who among you are so excited to learn today? Perfect. Right? So early in the morning, we have so much energy. And this is my topic today. Who among you here are just first year, just in their first year of doing their business here in real estate? Or still marami. Wow, perfect. And that's why I specially prepared this topic for you guys. But then again, even though you're already on your second year and up, you can still learn a lot from this. So are you excited? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. So my topic is, I just want to share to you how I earned my first million here in this business during my first year selling online without paid ads. Who among you here wants to learn about that? Right, okay. So, and by the end of this 1 hour, this session, I will be sharing you 3 secrets, right? Number 1, I will share to you how I dominate every market that I choose to enter. Who among you here wants to learn about that? Perfect, right? Another thing is, I also want to share to you how I create attractive ads that make my clients come to me and me not coming to them. How among you here also want to learn about that? Perfect. And lastly, I will also be sharing my secret of how I did all of this without any experience, especially when I started. I started selling online when I was 21 years old and not needing too much time. How among you here wants to learn about this? Right, perfect. Right, but of course, since we'll be spending some time together, would it be okay if I share a little about my background? Okay, so I'm DJ Dimaliuat. This is all the things that I've been doing. Again, I'm the CFO of Driven Marketing Group. Yeah, as mentioned by our host, I'm also a financial planner, a real estate broker, inspirational speaker, event host, and a life coach, and all the things that I've been doing. But when people see me, especially in social media, especially the people whom I'm not so close with, people only see me DJ on a surface level, right? They see me doing a lot of things. They see me leading a very successful real estate marketing company that took the Philippine real estate industry by storm for the past 6 years. I'm talking about Driven Marketing Group and part kayo nun. Palakpan nga natin yun. So people see me training all over this company, doing a lot of different events, training in the office, right? And even doing bowling tournaments outside. So a lot of crazy stuff, right? Even informal events like sales rally, they see that, me doing that in social media. People also see me talking to students, right? Visiting a lot of colleges and universities, and giving free talks to them and inspiring people to also be better than themselves, because I'm so privileged to be able to start early. So these are my pictures earlier that was in JRU, about 100 plus students. This is in UST early this year. This is in Southern Luzon State University, 866 students in Quezon early this year. So again, also doing charity events, giving free talks in sa mga bahay ampunan, right? This is in Bahay Tiaman in San Martin de Porres. Also doing, even grade schools can relate when we talk about inspiration and earning money and doing business. These are grades 4 to 6 students here in Muntinlupa. I've also talked to people like that. Again, I'm also an international speaker. This is a picture of me doing talks in Singapore, right? One of our Filipino friends there. We also did that. But of course, also you can also see me posting pictures, me in training. So I've met a lot of different speakers. This is also John Aranya, one of the top Filipino online marketers, is based in Canada. Of course, I'm also attending training abroad. You can also see that. This is in Singapore. This is a picture of me with Mac Atram, the #1 executive coach in UK. So I've been training also with him. This is with Peng Jun here in Manila, about 200 people, also about internet marketing. So I really attend training. And of course, this is my classic picture with him a few weeks ago in Bali. So again, I'm also attending training and seminars. So as you can see, I also grow myself just like you. So with that, can you give yourself a round of applause? And also, you can also see me having a lot of time and fun with my family, right? Spending time with my sister, my brother, my tita, my mom, and also doing training with my friends and colleagues, and also traveling here in the Philippines, and of course, all over the world, in Asia in particular, and also here in the Philippines. So doing a lot of crazy stuff and enjoying life. right? So these are some of the pictures of my travel, right? So usually you see me doing this, but the truth is things were not always like this, right? It's not always mabulaklak. It's not always fun back then. It's just what you see in the picture, right? The truth is, I was raised and brought up by an average conservative, right? I was also taught by my parents, right, to go to school, get good grades, right, finish college, get hired by one of the top companies all over the country, maybe abroad, because there's a lot of OFWs, yes, right? Then maybe shrug it out and get up the corporate ladder and hopefully get rewarded by a big paycheck. Among here can relate, right? Have you also received some advice like that? Yes, right? So most of that advice came from my parents, right? My mother used to bring me at her office once in a while when I was still young because we don't have a house help. A lot of times I was left alone at home as early as 4 years old. So I thought that was normal. When I was looking at students at Kinder 1, right, in 4 years, 5 years old, I can never think, how can they do what I've done? Right? But that's how I grew up in the past. Because again, our family is just average. Right? My father, which is on your right, is maybe one of the most hardworking people, a person I know. For the past 32 years, for 32 years, he spent and struggled off in the corporate world, up into a VP level, and really spent a lot of time in the office and in work just to provide for his family, right? I remember one time, he leaves the house around 5 a.m. and he's already at the office 6 a.m. just to cheat traffic because it's so traffic here in Manila, right? So he's there in the office 2 hours earlier, 2 hours earlier than the regular employees, and then he leaves there around 6 p.m. and will arrive at our house around 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Right? So life has been like that growing up. I also remember one time when he was assigned out of town, of course not abroad but out of town. He leaves our house again 5 a.m. in the morning to go to his office, and then arrives at our house late night Saturday. So we only spend time Sunday, right? So that was the life for me growing up. I thought it was the normal setup of a family. Perhaps you can also relate. Maybe that you also experienced that or something similar in your family. So that's what I've lived for the past, how I lived in the past, how I grew up, right? However, I also noticed that their teaching, I followed it, right? So in return, I got good grades in school. I tried my best, a lot of times even get honors in high school, or even some sort of scholarships, even 50% in college during my early days. So I was doing like that. I was living like that. However, to cut a really long story short, right? When I was about to graduate college, there was a point in my life. I realized something. Right? I realized that the life in front of me, ahead of me, is not the life that I want. Among here could relate. Right? Maybe where you are right now, or you realize that what in store for you will not be the life that you want. Right? So I was about to graduate college, and what I did is, again, I computed that if I graduate college, when I go to any company, my salary would be around 12,000 to 15,000 at that time. It was around 2008, 2009. But just like you, I have big dreams. Do you have big dreams?
Yes.
Right? So I also have that experience. I told myself 15,000 will only get me so far. Not that much. Right? 15,000 even here in the Philippines is not that big. Am I right? Especially during the time today. Right? So I realized back then 15,000 will not be enough for me to survive or enjoy my life as young as possible. So that's what I did. Right? So maybe another reason, another turning point in my life is that during my last semester in college, I had one subject that I really got fed off. Naasar talaga ako during that subject na yun. I was doing really well in school. Don't get me wrong. But this one subject, I almost did not finish. Because I felt my fate in that subject is not within my control. It was a research subject. Right? And my professor is not approving the research that we're doing. So I told myself, that was a realization that starting from today, I told myself, I don't want to put my life in other people's hands. That was that big realization. I want to take control of my own life. And maybe that's the reason why you're here today in your opportunity. Simply because you also want something like that. Am I right? Yes, so at least somehow pareho tayo. We're just the same. Naisip mo na rin yun. Right? So that's what happened. Right? I almost did that finish. Right? Sir Gary was one of my group mates in that research. Luckily, we just finished it. Sometimes pinag-uusapan namin, buti na lang pala. But that challenge really made me a realization. So that's why even during college, I already looked for more opportunities. I realized I don't want to experience in the future what I have experienced in the past. Not having time with my family, with my own kids, with my wife, because of providing for them. Right? How ironic. Not providing for them, what I'm doing is for them, however, I don't have time for them. Can you relate? And so I don't want something like that to happen anymore. Right? So I kept thinking and asking myself, what can I do in order to improve and change my future? So that's what I wanted to do. So what I did is I went online around 2007 or 2008 and typed the words business opportunity. Maybe you also have done something like this, something similar. Yes, and maybe that's the reason why you're also here today. You've searched an opportunity online and eventually you grabbed it. So I saw a lot of different search results, right? And I went into a lot of different opportunities and eventually I found my way into real estate late 2008, around October 2008, right? So, but then again, so what I did, my mentor, my boss, told me what to do. Right? He asked me to do this and do that. I followed it. However, there's results still won't come. Can you relate? Right? You're doing what your boss said told you what to do. But then again, no results are coming. That's what I've experienced in the past. For 3.5 months, I don't have a sale. Right? So I did something different. I decided to do something different. I decided to change my game plan. Before, I realized that what I'm doing is exactly what all other people are doing in the market and online. So I changed the game plan. I decided to do something that not a lot of people are doing. And I started to get some results. Right? So I did something different and I started to get some results. Do you also want to do that? To have that? Yes? So that's what happened. Right? So after that, I continued to do that. right? I made my first sale, that was January 2009. And when I computed my income, my supposed income, it would be around 81,000 pesos. Well, 81,000 won't make me rich, yes? However, I realized that 81,000 will be around 5 to 6 months of my monthly salary when I go into employment. So that was January, my graduation was April 2009. So that made me decide that I won't go into employment anymore. I told myself that what if, yes, 81,000 is not big, right? It's also big for a college student, right? But then again, I don't have that money yet. You would understand. It's a 3-year down payment period. So it would be 3 years before I get that, right? But I realized that it's something easier compared than if I went into employment and spend my 30 days, render my time for money, right? So that's what happened. So I completed 81,000 and I did it again and again and again. I wondered, what if I do this every single month, right? What if I only spent 1 or 2 days selling this property and maybe another 2 to 3 days servicing the client, so around 5 days to earn 81,000 per month in one transaction. So I told myself, this makes sense, right? Can you give your body a high five and say, it makes sense?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Right? If you're doing this only 5 days and you're earning 81,000, it makes sense. So I told myself, this might be something I really want to do for a long time. And it was January 2009, right? So I continued to repeat it again and again and again, and I got the same results, right? I earned my first million, actually more than 1 million, during my first year. Who among you here also want to do that, right? And for the past 8 years, I've done it again and again and again, year after year after year. And that's the reason why after 1.5 years, me and my partners, the D5, decided to teach what we know to a lot of people, right? A little over 6,000 people have passed Driven Marketing Group. And I'm so glad that for the past 6 years, right, I have helped created 55 new millionaires in the sales industry, right? Selling something online. Who among you here wants to be part of that? Yes. So can you give your partner a high five and say, let's be part of that?
Let's be part of that.
Right? So that's what happened in the past. And that's the reason why I'm here today. I realized that what I know is also something that I can share to a lot of people. It may be something that is also valuable to all of you. Are you interested? Okay, so what happened is, yeah, that was my sale, 81,000. That's a 3.4 million property. And then we started Driven Marketing in 2010. That's the reason why we're here today, right? That's also the achievement, okay? So now I'll be sharing to you some secrets that you can also do so that you can have an unfair advantage when you go out in the field starting tomorrow. Are you excited?
Yes.
Number one, people think, there's a first myth. People think that, DJ, there's too much competition out there. That's why I can't be successful. You might also be thinking about it, right? I could relate because before I also thought about it. There's too much competition. That's why I did something different, right? So what I did is, my take here is, don't take competitors head on. That's the number one secret. Don't take your competitors head on. Imagine you're driving a compact car, right? How many here knows how to drive? Right? Nakakita na ng kotse, nakasakay na. Yun. Pwede. Sige. Diba? So, You're driving or you're riding a compact car, and then your competitor is a 10-wheeler truck. And you will be colliding to this vehicle, to this truck, head on. What will happen? What will happen? You will die. Right? That also happens online. If you have seen already competitors out there so powerful, don't take them head on. I didn't poke my competitors head on. What I did is I studied where I can be more successful. So if you're driving, I went to the fast lane instead, to the other lane, to the fast lane, where there's not much people driving. There's not much vehicle running there, right? So it's so much faster. It's so much easier. So I found a niche. I found a market. I looked for a market and found one and eventually dominated it. My story started when I attended something like Driven Cares, an orientation. It was in a project, and our boss, my broker, told me, sell this condominium. Up to this moment, I don't have a sale for that condominium, by the way. Right, so sell this condominium, right? But, so I followed him, right? Eventually, I also attended the DMCI Foundation training. It was a great training. I attended that, it was 3 days, right? And that's where I was with Sir Lubar, November 2008. So but then we attended that together, right? But then again, so I applied everything, there's still no sales. Eventually, I saw one property that we are handling. That's Makati Terraces. That was a 25-year-old condominium. However, it's rent-to-own, selling rent-to-own. My boss told me, DJ, don't sell that. You will get frustrated. There's a lot of objections. Yes? Matigas ba ulo ko? Matigas po ulo ko. So that's what I did. So I tried to sell that property and I got a lot of interest. Right? So that's where I got trained. So I sold that property and eventually the 3.4 million property was that. It was a loan down payment scheme, then 3 years down, additional down payment. That's why it's a 3-year commission. Right? But then again, for me, money is not the thing. Right? Money is not that, it's not the most important thing in that story. What's the most important thing is that sale gave me confidence that I can do this again and again and again. Who among you here have at least one sale here already? At least one sale. Perfect. I always say in my training, if you're in sales, you just need one sale. Because if you already have one sale, you're not fooling yourself anymore that you can sell. Right? If you don't have a sale yet, all you need to do is just one sale. That's why icebreaker incentive is so precious. Right? If I were to rewind it again, and if my broker gave me a certificate in which I didn't receive any, right? I will put a frame in my house with my icebreaker certificate. Right? Because it's so powerful. Because that's a proof that you can do this. And all you need to do is just do it again and again and again. So that's what happened in that property. Actually, that property allowed me to get a lot of different inquiries and sell other condominiums which are better. In that year, I sold 3 of those properties and eventually more condominiums. But then again, I found out 1 sale per month is not good enough for me. I realized I don't have momentum. Sometimes I'm missing a month. First month, January, I have 1 sale, January 31. February, I don't have a sale. My next sale was March. So I feel if I'm doing this full time, this is not good enough. Yes, if you're doing this full time, 1 a month is not good enough. Because you deserve more. Do you believe that? Can you give your seatmate a high five and say, you deserve more? Yeah, you deserve more. Right? Do you believe that you deserve all the millions every month, every year? Yes, if you don't believe, you will not get it. So all you need to do is start to believe in yourself. So you deserve more. I decided to do that. So instead of selling just condominiums, I studied to sell house and lot. Why? Because I believe in the law of momentum. So I want to sell every single month. I don't mind about the price. I just want I want the feeling and confidence that every sale gives me. Right? The price doesn't matter. Right? Because every single month I have an income. So that's what I realized. Are you learning a lot so far? So that's my first secret. I didn't took my competitors head on. Mamamatay lang ako. I know I will just die. So what I realized is just find a niche in a market in which I can be successful. And for the past 6 years also in Driven, that's what I did. For the first 2 years, I focused in just one property and developer, PA Metro Residences. Before Team Bond became the Pasay Boy, right, in OMP, I made the killing already in OMP and in Hero for the first 2 years, 2010, 2011. 2012, 2013, before Unstoppable became Unstoppable, I made the killing in Deca Hoops Cavite. Right? And I'm also one of the persons behind Unstoppable, giving him sales. Right? That was 2012, 2013. 2014, 2015, Wellington Tansa. Before RJ Bernabe and RD Tabios made the killing in Wellington, I've already made money out of there. Right? So that has been my game plan for the ever since. And that's the reason why I've been consistent early on. Are you learning a lot?
Yes.
Can you give your partner a high five and say, let's apply that? Another reason why most people believe that they can't be successful online is that they believe that it's hard to sell online, especially when you're new. Naisip mo na rin ba yun? Right? It's really hard to sell online. Who will buy online? I don't buy online. Right? So maybe it's not really, it doesn't make sense selling property online. If you believe in that, that will happen. Right? But the truth is, this is my secret. This might be a bit advanced, but again, I will try to explain it as the best that I can. My secret is you should always have a market to message match. Meaning, it means this. Even if you have the right market, but you don't have the right message, right? Even if you have the right market, but you don't have a compelling message that gets their attention, right? They will buy from your competitors. They will not buy from you, right? But even if you have the right message and you don't have the right market, they will just ignore you. Right? Kahit anong ganda pa ng ads mo, hindi niya papansinin. That's why you're not getting right likes in Facebook. Right? But back then, there was no Facebook. So also people believe that I don't have so much likes. People were thinking, I don't have so much friends. That's why I cannot sell. Right? But back then, there was no Facebook. It was just a property portal. Sulit.com.ph. Right? But how come people come to me every single time? Because I have a good market to message match. I identify my target market really well, and I craft a powerful message that matches to this market. All the time. Right? I don't just post ads for the sake of posting, for the sake of activity. Yes, activity is important. However, planning is also important. So I always study, and that's the reason why I focus. Because I cannot do it in 100 projects. I realize I cannot do it in 100 projects. So I might as well focus in one project or one developer. And you can choose your developer or project outside during breaks, our sponsors, right? So that you can master that and you can dominate that niche. What if you don't have any competition in that market, in that developer? Are you already number one? Yes or yes? You don't need to have a competition. You can just be number one, right? Because there's no number two, right? So it makes sense. You're already number one. That's what you can do. That's how you can always dominate a niche, right? What if there's already a lot of people selling in that market or in that developer, in that project? You can still look for a niche like OFWs. You're the number one for OFWs. Or you're the number one for housewives. Or you're the number one for call center agents. You can dominate that niche if should you choose to. Make sense? Can you give your partner a high five and say, makes total sense?
Makes sense.
And another reason, the last reason why most people believe that they cannot sell online is because they're thinking, I don't have the time to do this. Or I'm not good at this. Especially for the brand new. Or for people who are part-time, I don't have time doing this. Right? But let me tell you this. It's not about the time. Even if you're doing this full-time, but you're doing it wrong, it doesn't matter. But if you're doing, even if you're doing this part-time, but you're doing it right, it matters a lot. Right? So my secret is I do this business or I do sales, online ads, or at least answering the inquiries 1 to 2 hours per day. Do you have 1 to 2 hours per day? Parang wala yung iba. Do you have 1 to 2 hours per day?
Yes.
Can you do 1 to 2 hours per day? Yes. For 1 million per year. Yes. Right? But a lot of people, this is what they do. They don't do anything, and then they spend 1 whole day doing this business and ads. Then they stop, right? And then they go back, and then they spend another whole day, they get burnt out. And this business is not for me. How many of you can relate? Right? You don't need to do that. All you need to do is just be consistent. You can start with 1 hour per day, not just posting ads, because I don't really post ads every day. I just answer inquiries sometimes. Right? Right now, I have in my Facebook pages manager, I already have how many? 113 notifications in my Facebook pages manager, meaning all my Facebook pages, either inquiries or likes, and I just answered it yesterday. Right? So how does it happen? Right? Simply because I know the principle, I just focus on what I want to do. So all you need to do is just be consistent. Right? Can you tell your partner, consistency is the key. And that's so important that you have people beside you. Right? When you have a partner doing this business, you can remind each other, especially if you have a friend or brother or sister or even asawa, your spouse doing this business. Right? Or you're always active in the office and you're not doing something. However, you're seeing that your friend is doing something, right? You will be inspired to do something too. So that's so important, consistency. Are you learning a lot? So I remember back then, I didn't even spend in Facebook ads because there's no Facebook back then, right? So online ads is, yes, it's good. However, even if you pay, if you're doing the wrong thing, you won't get any inquiries. Como you have experienced that already, right? No inquiries or no sales. Yes? So it's not just all about traffic. People are so focused on getting traffic. It's not that. Even if I give you tons of traffic, 1 million likes in Facebook, right? You still won't get inquiries if you have the wrong market to message match. One example, I have one Facebook page. It was 2 years ago. I have one Facebook page just below 5,000 likes, converting better than my Facebook page, which has 12,000 likes, because the market is more clear in the smaller one or the newer one. So it's not all about likes, right? I'll give you a tip again. I've been studying people in posting ads, right, in Facebook. And for some, they post the same ads. How come other people have a lot of comments? How come other people don't have any comment? Have you wondered? Maybe they have the right set of friends in that account. they have buyers in that account. That's one. So they have the right market. Number two, they're delivering the right message. So there's a match. So people want to buy. They approach you. Are you learning a lot so far? I hope you're taking notes, right? So that I know I don't have much time right now, but would that be okay if I share to you a business model, a system that I use, so that you can also follow it and be more successful year after year after year? Is that okay?
Yes.
So I have this very powerful principle that a successful business model is needed in a business, right? If you come to think of it, all successful marketers, they have a business model. They have this in common. When you study them, because I study people who are successful, according to Tony Robbins, success leaves clues. So all I need to do if I want to be successful, I model other people who are successful. So as I watch them, you will realize that their success, right, is not based on luck. Successful marketers are successful because they follow a very powerful system. Am I clear with that? They follow a very powerful business model, right? And that's what I call a marketing blueprint. Right? A marketing blueprint, for you to be able to be successful in that, it has three areas, right? You have to know your target market, right? And have a very clear group in which you want to market and sell. Of course, number two, you have to craft your powerful message that matches your target market so that they would want to inquire and come to you. And number three, you use a powerful medium that will reach your target market. If you're using the wrong medium, even though you have the right message, you will not reach your market. So you have to know where they are. That's my point. Are they in Facebook? Then use Facebook. If they're not on Facebook, don't use Facebook. If they're in Instagram, use Instagram. If they're in Property 24, use Property 24. If they're in OLX, use OLX. Am I clear? If they're in the vicinity, then use booth manning. Right? That's what I will say. How come other people have more sales offline than online? Maybe the market is just, am I clear with that? That's a very powerful marketing blueprint. Then once your client comes to you, you have to be able to know what they want and give them what they want. Am I clear with that? How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? How are you going to give what they want? Number one is you need to ask question. Ask them questions of what they want. Right? The person asking the question is the one who is in control. So you just don't tell, give all the details that I don't care about. You ask me what I want. Am I clear with that? And number two, how would they buy? How will they go for tripping? How will they approach you? Tell them what to do. When it's already closing, you have to tell them to reserve. When it's already closing, tell them to buy. Because they don't know. People don't know what to do. Am I clear with that? Okay. So with that, again, this is my metaphor that marketing is similar to dating. Right? If you like a girl, right? If you're a boy, if you're a guy, you like a girl, and you ask this person, you saw this girl for the first time, and you approach this person, this is for the single boys out there. You approach this girl and ask her to marry you, what will you get? A slap on the face. Yeah, they like that. Right? Sampalin ka lang yan. Right? So marketing is also like that. If you ask them to buy, immediately, it won't happen. Yes or yes? So you have to go through the step-by-step process. Marketing is like a dance. You have to go through the steps. But most people don't want to go through the step. They just want to have the sale agad. And it's not possible. Right? You have to learn the art. So, whether you like it or not, you have only two options here. My point is, you need a marketing blueprint. You have to follow a very powerful blueprint that can make you really, really successful. And that's why, from everything that, all my experiences, I decided to consolidate all of that, right? And put it into a system, right? I documented everything, and I created a system, and I'm willing to share that to you, right? That is what I call, right, the timeless marketing blueprint. What's included in that is this. You will get personal brand blockbusters. So I decided to create a training and a system about this. So it's called the personal brand blockbusters. This is one thing that you will get. What you will learn here is you will be able to learn to create marketing posts and advertisements that are effective to you. Is that important? Also, you will create a brand that is matched to your own personality. So you will brand yourself and you will advertise based on your own personality. Maybe something, if you're copying other people, it's not matched to your personality. So it's very important. And also, this will allow you to stop wasting time guessing what to post every single day. This alone, if you learn this is costing 7,998. Another thing is, I will also be sharing to you the daily activity booster, in which you will be able to learn and have clarity on what you want and what do you need to produce every single month. And also, it will also push you to perform every day. That alone is worth 5,000 pesos. Because not a lot of people have their own push. If you add them together, that's 12,998. Right? Another thing that I'll be sharing to you is Facebook Intensive. In this Facebook Intensive, you will learn how to effectively use Facebook as the major marketing medium today. Because Facebook is the #1 today. Right? You will learn also how to catch your audience attention using the words and graphics that I use. And also study the right time to post depending on your target market. This alone is 8,000 pesos, in which giving you a total value of 20,998. I will also share to you the Facebook Live marketing, how you'll be able to use Facebook Live to sell online, and eventually boost your clients' engagement, leading to a sale. This is around 3,000 pesos, giving you a total of 23,990. Another thing is the closing mindset formula. This is so important. This is a 3-step formula that I use that will make you confident in closing sales every day when you're in the field. Is that important? So that alone for me is 5,000 pesos. That gives you a total of 28,998. And lastly, the winning campaign blueprint. I will be sharing to you and follow a specific template that I also use for market domination, so that I can dominate every market every single time. And that's also 8 years of proven method that will be yours. For me, that's 10,000 pesos. Dun pa lang. It brings you a total of 38,998. Right? So all of this included is what I call the timeless marketing blueprint. Why? Because it's timeless. Right? Every single time, even this time moving forward, you can use this, because this is not just a how-to, but this is your own blueprint on how you can use in terms of marketing yourself and any product that you choose. Am I clear with that? Right? To be honest, I can easily charge 40,000 for this whole training. And this will happen on September 3, 2016, a Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, this is really designed for 2 days. If we feel, so block your September 4th. If we feel that by 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. we still have a lot to cover, we will stop by 5 p.m. and do the part 2 on a Sunday. Right? But I'm still just pegging it one whole day for everyone to make it more accessible. Is that good? Right? Who among you here wants to learn this? So I decided not I decided not to charge anywhere near that 40,000 pesos. What I want is for everyone to learn this. But of course, it comes with a cost. Right? And it's the timeless marketing blueprint is 2,498 pesos. Right? So if you want to attend that, all you need to do is during break or even today, you can go out there, right, and register to Miss Joanne. All you need to do is just pay 1,000 pesos and 1,498 on August 30. Right? Am I clear with that? This is only good for the first 42 people. Why 42? Simply because there's already elite. The elite club is already free. Right? So there's already elite club back there. Right? Of course, you're always free. You know that. Right? So there's already elite club back there. So this is only available for the first 42 people who will register today. Right? All you need to do is just register. Right? And again, to make it better, I'm doing it a 1+1 pack. That if it will be two of you to register for this training, it will only be 3,998. But you have to pay in cash. Right, today. Right, do you like that? Yes. And to make it more interesting, this is it. This is only a one-time offer that I will only offer it for today. Not any more days. Right? If you decide to start today and register, you will just need to pay 3,998 and get the third ticket for free. So meaning you can bring one friend, split the 3,998 for three of you. Right? All this for only 3,998. Right? You might be thinking that's 1,350. Right? You might be thinking of the cost. I don't have 1,350, but you're here today. I don't believe that. Right again, but I don't want you to think about the cost. What I want you to do is think about the value. How much would it be worth to you to be able to dominate a certain niche so that you can have more sales every single month? Right? How much would it be worth to you for you to be able to dominate a niche and earn at least 1 million every single year? That's what I want you to ask yourself. So basically, this is not even a tuition. This is just a commitment. I can really give this for free. But the question is, how many training programs have you attended for free? And how many of them have you implemented? Maybe little or none. Right? So this is your commitment for yourself that you will really want to implement it. Am I clear with that? Right? Also, again, it might cost you 1,350 each, 3,998, but it's just money. You can earn it again. Right? You can earn money again. Your investment, you can earn it again. Right? But what you cannot get back, what resource that you cannot get back? If I'll ask you, time. Right? So what you can do, you have two options. Number one, implement your own marketing blueprint. Spend time finding out all the answers so that you can know everything that will work for you. Or option two, what you can do is join this training program and leverage on my 8 years of experience and my results, and again, immediately have results afterwards. Do you like that? So maybe that's also what you can do, right? Because time, you can never get it back. So basically, you're buying time here, right? You can also implement this, but also, you might be also want to do this today, right? So that's the timeless marketing blueprint that I want to share to you because it will just be limited. Lastly, I'm giving free ebook. Right? So it's djyami.com/6habits. I'm giving a free ebook to you as a bonus that you're here. So all you need to do is just go to this website and enter your name and email address so that you can also be able to get the 6 habits of young millionaires. One way that I really want to support all of you and share to you. Do you like my story? Yes. So this is also an extension of that story and what I do every single day. So you can also get that. Is that good? And lastly, I'm doing something great today. All you need to do is just post a picture right? And selfie with the hashtag 2016 Driven Convention. And whoever I choose will get one free ticket to the Timeless Marketing Blueprint on September 3. Right? However, this is the catch. For you to win, you should be able to register. Ibabalik lang natin yung registration mo. Is that good? So everything na nakita ko, just post. I want you to spread all over social media our event today. Right? Hashtag 2016 Driven Convention. Are you excited? So again, I hope you really learned a lot for today. And just follow me in my Facebook fan page. That's DJ Dimaliuat Official. Again, I'm doing a lot of training there and sharing a lot of stuff there. Also, the link for the free ebook is there. All you need to do is just click it. I'll be sharing it there. So again, thank you very much for listening. And again, I give back the floor to our host.
Thank you very much, Sir DJ. Thank you for very interesting. Oh, sino pong nakarelate sa inyo?
Anyone?
Anyone?
Ikaw, Roel, what did you learn from Sir DJ?
Sobra akong nakarelate doon.
Which one?
Yung sa time na uubos yung oras sa pagtatrabaho. Pero nakakalimutan yung masasaya at importante part ng buhay.
Actually, yeah. Ako naman, natamaan ako sa pagiging consistent. I wasn't consistent for the longest time.
Yun. So, na-reveal na sa inyo yung secret, di ba? So, dapat na i-adapt na rin. Ngayon, na-apply na rin. So, marami pa yatang gusto sabihin Sir DJ kaya fully scheduled siya ngayon.
Actually, guys, if you have questions, there's an